Have you ever wondered how much time you truly have left after turning 70? At that age, every year becomes more valuable, and your body often starts sending quiet signals about your future. Some people in their 70s remain energetic, mentally sharp, and active, while others slow down, facing tiredness and health issues. The real difference usually comes down to a few important signs, small but meaningful clues that doctors and researchers have noticed in people who live longer, healthier lives. In this video, we'll explore 7 proven signs that can help reveal how long you may live after 70. These aren't myths or guesses, they're based on real medical patterns. By the end, you'll know what to observe in your own body and daily habits, and more importantly, what steps you can take to improve your chances of living longer and staying strong. Don't stop watching, because tiny details you might be ignoring today could make a big difference in your future. Once you understand these signs, you'll clearly see where you stand and what changes could add more healthy years to your life. Let's begin with the first sign, your walking speed. One of the strongest indicators of longevity after 70 isn't found in genetics, medical files, or special diets, it's how fast you walk. Research shows that seniors who keep a steady, confident walking pace tend to live longer than those who slow down a lot, because walking speed reflects overall health, muscle strength, heart function, and even brain health. Every morning, Joe moves at a steady pace, easily crossing streets and climbing stairs with balance and confidence, while Frank, who was once active, has slowed down over the years, struggles to keep up, needs frequent breaks, and sometimes feels unsteady. Joe's smooth movement suggests his body is still working well, but Frank's slower, shaky walk may be a warning that his health is declining. This isn't just normal aging. An unsteady pace can point to muscle weakness, poor blood flow, or early nerve-related issues, because when your legs weaken, your overall strength and resilience weaken too. The good news is walking speed can be improved by staying active, walking more, using light weights, or doing simple leg exercises, since how fast you move can say a lot about how long you'll stay mobile. The second sign is grip strength, and it may reveal more about your future than you expect. Studies show that a strong handshake is a clear sign of good overall health, reflecting strong muscles, healthy circulation, and a well-working nervous system, while a weak grip can be an early sign of muscle loss, frailty, and higher health risks. For example, Robert, age 78, stayed active, lifted light weights, and had no trouble carrying groceries, while Walter, also 78, found everyday tasks like opening bottles or holding heavy bags becoming difficult and brushed it off as aging, not realizing his weakening grip was a sign of muscle loss that increased his risk of falls, injuries, and a shorter lifespan. Because your hands often reflect the strength of your entire body. The more strength you lose, the harder it becomes to stay independent, active, and resilient, but the good news is that you can rebuild it. Simple habits like squeezing a tennis ball, using hand grippers, or carrying light weights can strengthen your grip and protect your muscles. Take a moment to test yourself. If handshakes feel weaker or everyday tasks seem harder, don't brush it off, because how firmly you hold things today can reflect how well you'll hold on to life in the years ahead. If you're finding this helpful, comment 2 below and subscribe with notifications so you don't miss future videos. Now let's move to the third sign, balance. Most people don't think about balance until it starts slipping, yet being able to stand on one leg for at least 10 seconds is one of the strongest indicators of longevity. Studies show that poor balance is linked to a higher risk of falls, injuries, and even mental decline, while those who maintain balance into their 70s often live longer and healthier lives. Picture Carol and Nancy, both in their early 70s. Carol stays active, walks daily, practices yoga, and can stand on one leg without wobbling, while Nancy struggles to stay upright and must grab something for support, not realizing that her balance problems may signal weakening muscles, poor coordination, and declining brain function, because good balance depends on strong legs, a responsive nervous system, and a healthy brain. If you find yourself stumbling more often, feeling unsteady when turning, or needing walls or furniture for support, it's a clear sign to take action. The encouraging part is that balance can be improved with simple daily habits like standing on one foot, walking heel to toe, or practicing gentle Tai Chi to rebuild stability. Try a quick test now by lifting one foot and seeing if you can hold it for 10 seconds without struggling. If you can't, there's no need to panic, but it shouldn't be ignored, because improving balance today helps you stay steady and strong in the years ahead. The fourth sign is your sleep pattern, and how well you sleep says a lot about how long you may live. Sleep is not just rest, it's when your body repairs itself, boosts immunity, and clears waste from the brain. Research shows that adults over 70 who enjoy consistent, high-quality sleep tend to live longer and stay healthier, while poor sleep is linked to memory loss, heart problems, and weaker immunity. Consider Henry and Bill, both in their mid-70s. Henry keeps a regular bedtime, sleeps about 7 hours, and wakes up refreshed, while Bill spends his nights tossing and turning, waking often, and struggling to fall asleep. And over time Henry remains sharp and energetic, whereas Bill develops brain fog, daytime fatigue, and blood pressure changes tied to declining sleep quality. If you wake up frequently during the night, struggle to stay asleep, or feel drained even after spending hours in bed, don't ignore it. Your body is trying to tell you something. Poor sleep can be caused by stress, an unhealthy diet, lack of movement, or hidden issues like sleep apnea. But the good news is that sleep quality can improve with simple changes such as limiting screen time before bed, following a regular sleep schedule, getting morning sunlight, and avoiding heavy meals at night. Sleep isn't only about feeling rested, it's essential for keeping your mind sharp and your body strong. So pay attention if your sleep has changed over the years, because how well you rest now can shape your health in the future. If you're finding this helpful, comment below and subscribe with notifications to stay updated. Now let's move to the fifth sign, appetite and eating habits. How you eat after 70 plays a major role in longevity, as a healthy appetite and balanced diet supports strength, immunity, and steady energy, while a sudden loss of appetite or poor food choices can point to deeper health problems and speed up aging. Take Margaret and Susan, both 74. Margaret enjoys her meals, eats a range of fresh whole foods, and maintains a stable weight. She enjoys preparing her own meals, looks forward to eating, and feels energized throughout the day, while Susan has noticed her appetite fading, skips meals, relies on processed foods, and has lost weight without trying. What Susan may not realize is that a shrinking appetite is more than a minor change. It can signal poor nutrient absorption, leading to muscle loss, slower metabolism, and a weaker immune system. In older adults, reduced appetite is often linked to digestive problems, hormonal shifts, or early cognitive changes. And when the body doesn't get enough fuel, it begins breaking down muscle, increasing weakness, frailty, and the risk of falls or illness. If you've noticed feeling full too quickly, losing interest in food, or experiencing unexplained weight loss, it's important to act, because eating well after 70 isn't just about feeling satisfied, it's about giving your body what it needs to function properly. Focus on whole, nutrient-rich foods, stay hydrated, and don't ignore appetite changes, as they may be your body's way of asking for attention, since what and how you eat today directly affects how strong and independent you'll be in the years ahead. The sixth sign is how you handle stress, because your response to stress after 70 can strongly influence longevity. Ongoing stress weakens immunity, increases heart disease risk, and speeds up aging, while those who manage stress well tend to stay healthier, more active, and mentally sharp later in life. Consider John and Richard, both 76. John faces life's challenges like unexpected expenses, health concerns, and family issues, but handles them calmly and thoughtfully. He has learned to face difficulties with a calm and steady mindset, using deep breathing, staying socially connected, and letting go of problems instead of dwelling on them, while Richard holds on to stress, worries about things he cannot control, feels overwhelmed by small issues, and often gets stuck in negative thinking. Over time, this constant tension takes a toll on his body, raising blood pressure, disrupting sleep, and draining his energy, because long-term stress causes inflammation that has been linked to major age-related diseases such as heart problems and Alzheimer's. If you often feel tense, irritable, or emotionally exhausted, it's important not to ignore it, as managing stress through simple habits like mindfulness, physical activity, deep breathing, or even laughter can genuinely add years to your life. Ask yourself whether you adapt and move forward when challenges appear or hold on to worry and let stress take over, because your ability to stay calm, focus on solutions, and control what you can is not only good for your mental health but a powerful factor in how long and how well you live. If you're still watching and finding value here, comment 6 below and subscribe with notifications to support the channel. Now let's move to the seventh sign, your social connections, because the strength of your relationships is one of the clearest indicators of longevity after 70, and studies consistently show that people with strong social bonds tend to live longer, healthier lives. People who stay socially connected through friends, family, or community involvement tend to live longer and healthier lives, while loneliness has been linked to higher risks of heart disease, depression, mental decline, and even early death. Take Eleanor and Barbara, both 78. Eleanor keeps an active social life, stays in touch with friends, joins a local book club, enjoys time with family, laughs often, and feels connected, while Barbara spends most of her time alone, has drifted away from friends, rarely reaches out to family, and over time begins to feel isolated, leading to a drop in mood and overall health. Human connection goes beyond emotional comfort. It directly supports physical health by keeping the brain active, lowering stress, and releasing chemicals that promote well-being. If you've noticed yourself pulling away from social activities, avoiding calls, or spending more time alone than before, it's important to make a change, and that doesn't mean constant socializing. Small steps like calling an old friend, joining a group with shared interests, or having meaningful conversations can make a real difference. The relationships you build and maintain today don't just bring joy. They play a powerful role in helping you stay healthier and live longer in the years ahead. Now for the final thought. After learning these 7 signs, take a moment to reflect on where you stand. Are you moving through life with strength and confidence, or are subtle changes quietly signaling areas that need attention? Your walking speed, grip strength, balance, sleep quality, eating habits, stress levels, and social connections are all areas you can improve, and your future is not fixed because the choices you make today can strongly shape how many healthy years you have ahead. If you notice signs that need attention, don't wait for a doctor to push you into action. Start now by walking more, building muscle, protecting your sleep, eating well, staying socially connected, and learning healthy ways to manage stress. The goal isn't only to live longer, but to live better, because true longevity is not about the number of years you have left, but the quality of life you experience during those years. Thank you for being with us today. Share one thing you learned and how you plan to apply it, because your thoughts matter to us and your feedback motivates us. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and share so we can continue creating content that informs and inspires, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.